Hey! I just appear. What's digging? So, now, let's just quickly talk about this ship here. Actually, I should see who's out here. Spooky's here. Terry's here. Nub-Nub-Bub's here. Vinny's here. Jeez. Dennis is here. Look at you guys. So now let's just quickly talk about this. James is here. Leo is here. We created this on a live stream last week, most of it, and then I just added in some finishing touches throughout the week. If you would have been on my Insta and so on and so forth, you would have seen the final animation that we rendered out. Let me just go into timeline, and hopefully the landing gears are all animated still. They sure are. And so even animated the landing gears as well. I predominantly made the rest of this over on Discord live stream. And, you know, just having a chat. You've been prospecting. I actually haven't. I haven't played Star Citizen. Z3D4. Welcome. Z04. I don't know. Hey. Good morning. Portugal will be using... no, I'm still on 3.51, and that's because Omniverse's version is 3.6, so I have conflicts between those versions, so I got to stay on 3.5 for the foreseeable future right now. All right. Ooh, nice. I got to go back. I got to go back in Star Citizen. I've been playing a little bit too much Diablo. So back to this. This is what we created on live stream last week. I'm going to do a bake of it, and then I'll put it on Patreon so you guys can download it. Might do that later on tonight. We'll see. So that's all available. What else did Marco do? Marco also created on live stream over on Discord. Just had a bit of a stutter. We've been building the next Kitbashing set, and you can kind of see all the pieces starting to come together. All the landing gears, so I kind of like ripped apart that whole model. This one here, I hope to refine a little bit more. If I go into pose mode and I go GZ, nope. If I go GZ, yeah, this is slightly annoying. I don't know why. It's because of the modifiers. And why'd you... What the heck? What the... Anywho. And then we can control the way that rotates, so on and so forth. And this one here, you would have seen... Actually, no, the tutorial's coming out this week. But for my Patreon peeps, you would have already seen it. How we can set up... I know how Blender works. How we can set up IK so that everything is rigged off the one landing gear. So, psh. Vladimir, welcome, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so let's kind of Alt-R, Alt-G... Well, undo all that. So let's go ahead and start working on the next thing. I do like that ship. I'm actually going to move that off to the side. I do want to bake that out as well. And I'm in orthographic mode, so go suck a lemon. I just got to work out how to bake the opacity map is the next thing. That's it. IK is an essential skill I like. It is very straightforward. And actually, you would see the tutorial, Terry. Cool. So, I don't really have a plan for tonight. I mean, I've got ideas. Do we kind of create something like the Falcon? Do we create something like a Star Destroyer? Oh, Star Destroyer is too big. Something medium. So if let's go jump onto here. Where's my live stream? There I am. Orthographic mode. Love it. What the heck is all this? Weird. So if we go Star Wars. Yeah, so the question is what type of spaceships? Do we go like a Mandalorian? Do we do a Falconish ship? What the heck is that? Oh, that's Lego. Okay. Do we do like a Corellian ship? I don't know. The shape of an O'Neill cylinder. What the heck is an O'Neill cylinder? Oh, I see what you're saying. Not yet. I like the idea, but probably not for this one. A kangaroo-inspired ship. Well, we know I come across lots of kangaroos when I go 3D scanning. A kangaroo. Original idea for a space colony. I think for now, we'll stick with a ship because I'm going to expand into something like this. I've had ideas and plans about building something like this, but the idea hasn't come to fruition yet. But a kangaroo-designed ship. A kangaroo-inspired ship. So, do you know what's a Firefly? That is a kangaroo-style ship. So if I go into Firefly ship, very much so, we've got, let's just click on this one. Let's click on a bigger one. Let's click on a better one. Anyway, so we've got the head. The pouch is down here. That's kind of like the docking bay. And then we've got tail and we've got legs. I mean, we could go something like that. We need all those landing gears you just showed. Yeah. Do we want to create something along these? Ooh, look at that one. That one looks nice. Do we create something like that? I mean, we could. I don't see why not. Yes? No? Firefly? Koala. I don't want syphilis-inspired ship. Take me home. Is that Qantas? Alright. Since Spooky says, let's do... Ooh, look at that one. I remember that game. What was that game? Shadows of the Empire on the N64. Ah, okay. I only remember watching it once. Alright, okay. Alright, let's go for it. Let's block something out. Shift S cursor to world origin. So, kangaroo. We're going to go with the cargo bay. Now, something meaty. And we're going to go something like that. In terms of legs. Actually, let's go into front view. Actually, Control I, move to the kitbashing set because I don't want to see the kitbashing set for now. There we go. So let's go rotate, rotate X, rotate Z. There we go. All right. So we're going to go something like this. And we said the bottom bit's going to be kind of like our cargo hold. What are the back legs going to look like? Two big engines, do you reckon, for the back legs? I'm sure we could do something like that. So we're just blocking all this out. All right. I think that this piece here needs to come in. It's far too wide for my liking. So something like this. What is the tail going to be? We'll throw a mirror modifier on that one. Nope. On the y-axis, please. Control A, apply rotation. Oh, get staffed. X-axis. There we go. So we'll have something like this. Koala would be a medical ship to treat all the diseases. Koalas. Oh, gosh, they're funny. What would be... You know what? Maybe we tilt the engines like that. And then we'll have kind of like so. And then the landing gear this will rotate along like so. And then that's where the landing gear is going to pop out. That's going to be one of them. We're going to do for the arms. Are we going to have small arms? I mean, no, they're all leg. They're all leg. I just don't know what this back bit's going to be in terms of a tail. What are we going to have? Do we maybe something like this? We go E to extrude, scale, whoops, scale, Y, jeez. You can do it, scale, Y, scale, Y, 0. Select all, merge by distance, scale, Y, 0. And then this bit here is more of a kind of like a turret. I mean, it looks a little bit more like a duck, but tail could be a crane. Oh, I like that idea. That's clever. Dewey, and we've got a pouch on the front. And so this is going to be our kind of like hangar bay doors. Do we have a smaller port on the behind? You know what I mean? Just a small little exit area for the crane to come out. And it pulls out certain things. I don't know. But I do like the crane idea. That's a good idea, Kanye. Well done. Yeah. So we have like a little hole here. And then in here, we're going to have like a bigger hole in there. An exhaust port? I mean... I do like the landing gears at the front. Do we want... Sorry, I'm hearing things. Well, this is kind of like what I believe it will be round on the end. It does so Filmman 86, we're taking inspiration from a kangaroo, and that's something that we just spoke about, is Serenity's kind of like a kangaroo. But do like the landing gear idea, so let's go ahead. And we're going to go G, P, separate by selection. And then we have something like that. Yeah? And then this here is what's going to extend our landing gear. I mean, it looks a little bit more like a duck, but I say we make it work. All right. Is that my... Oh, that's a grid. More like a dragon from the profile. Yeah. I reckon we take this idea and now let's start expanding on it a little bit. All right, so let's go convert. Whoops, let's grab everything. Convert to mesh. And then we select this middle one here. Don't press play, Marco. Good try, though. Well done. No worries, you're welcome. Cheers. And let's just start closing all that off, because we're not going to be kitbashing just yet. Control J to join. GZ, move that up. Let's go file, save as, and we will make sure we save that as a separate file because I do not want to destroy that file. 86 is the last folder, so we're going to go 69 underscore Kanga ship. There we go. Beautiful. From here, let's... Oh, by the way, for those who were asking, the Lich in shorts. Just in case you wanted to know. Let's go up into Character Creator, and we're going to import a character just for scale. Import character. That one, nope. F temp character, my main man. Hey, go to the start of the chat. You guys are asking for it. I am not held responsible. Kinda. Okay, so we've got our character. This dude is purely here for scale. So select him, select the body last, Control J to join, and that is it. Let's select that and that. We're going to go move, new collection, character. Oakley dokley. Alright, so let's start off with the top piece. Well, actually, let's start off with the body. How big is this body going to be? So that's obviously 2x2. Hurrah, hurrah. Alt G. If I go scale by 4, that's 8 meters by 8 meters. So I'm going to bring this one up, GZ4. So now we're 8 by 8 by 4. I think that is a bit too big, so let's go scale. Actually, let's just do an edge loop. V to rip, Control L, delete vertices, and then we will turn on the shape keys, screencast keys. There we go. Just because I know some of you really like that. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to probably put him, what do you reckon about there? That looks good. Let's go Shift D. Make sure we've got clipping enabled, and we'll bring it in. Something like that. I reckon something along those lines. And then E to extrude and Shift Z. There we go. So I kind of want it to be sitting directly in line with that. We will give the bottom section a little bit width. Past several versions. I don't know. I think my screencast keys are working. Mark, are you looking forward to Starfield? I am. I am looking forward to seeing what's going to come out of it. Actually, we're going to keep that straight. And then this point here. Alright, I'm hearing things. Actually, no. At this point here, we're going to go something like that. And then we're going to have this as if it's the crane, as we spoke about. So from here, what I can do is Shift S, Curse World Origin, and then I'm just refining the blocking. And then this is going to be that crane. Maybe we might even go double crane. So something along those lines, something along those lines. Okay, let's just move you out of the way. So I think this section here is a little bit too wide, so we're going to have to bring that in. Are you going to get the adoring fan trait? What's that? I have not looked into Starfield at all. So I am not across it in the slightest. Okay, I like that idea. And then the chap is going to be sitting here, and then we're going to kind of... What if you had the back cargo with crane and the pouch at the front one to be small ships inside? So what I was thinking is we have big get stuff doors right at the front here. And then we've got smaller doors at the back. Yeah. So that technically is more versatile. Either, you know, you can have rovers in there, or it's specifically... you know, just a larger area for cargo, or it can transport ships, so on and so forth. Because, I mean, technically, if I were to unhide these, Let's just go move you back to normal collection, and then we'll just hide those things. Because, I mean, technically, that would fit in there. Ugh, not really. Hang on, is that even scale? Yeah, that's the scale. So, alright, you know what? I think this ship's too small then. So, as a cargo ship, let's grab everything we need. And we're going to grab all this. G, Y. Okay. And we might even widen it. G, Y, sorry, X1. So now we've got plenty of space. Who just joined? If you're new to the channel, welcome. Max, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Firefly needs to be way bigger. Yeah, like Fallout the guys really. Oh, I did not know that. I have played Oblivion. I stuffed up Year 12 because of Oblivion. No, Morrowind. Oblivion was with Patrick Stewart. Skyrim. No, Skyrim was Patrick Stewart. Oblivion. No, Oblivion. Yes, Oblivion's with Patrick Stewart. Yes, I stuffed up. No, I was a fitter and turner then. So I stuffed up Year 12 because of Morrowind. I think that's okay to transport a little ship, but I am thinking we give it a little bit more depth of another meter. And now we've got a fairly good scale. So, I mean, if it's transporting like this kind of ship, that's not bad. We will curve the areas around. And how to do this front end, I don't know. This is one thing I've been struggling a lot, is coming up with that front style. But I do like that. This top section here can almost be where the flight crew like are chillaxing. And then maybe we can mold out some windows and so on and so forth. I don't want to go too big just yet. I think that's going to be more ships in the universe are going to be a lot bigger. So I'm trying to create the micro ships for the smaller transport ships, and then expand that out. Because you have to remember, I still got that ship that I built yonks ago that still needs to be done paneling wise. Cool. I'm just trying to think what would be a sick way to rig that engine. Okay. Let's throw in now. Actually, let's get this body design looking nice. So what I was thinking is, actually, nope. These sides, no, I got to do them all at the same time, don't I? So what I was thinking was going like that. My bevels look a little bit wrong. I'm just going to go Control A, apply the scale. Actually, we'll check if the scale is wrong or it was my imagination. It is my imagination. So let's go Control B. Because I was thinking something along these lines. Don't like that. I don't like that. Mercury Star Runner. I have no idea. I don't like the bendy style, the round style that I've been doing at the moment. Back engines and the landing gear should be one piece, and then also the rotate. Yep, that's what I'm thinking of. Are you what on the docket for stream? So we're trying to build kind of like a bit of a transport ship that looks like a kangaroo. Maybe what's missing is we bring it in a little bit like so. Where's that ship? Does that ship fit through those doors? It fits through those doors, which is good. Maybe we bring that one down. Do you prefer email? I'm thinking to shoot one for a collab. Yeah, just shoot me an email, whatevs. I am on Discord as well. Okay, so I'm just trying to get the overall shape at the moment. Let's grab these here and we'll bring it down so it's got kind of like a little bit of a belly, and then that will hopefully open it up. Keep the inspired ship. I'll make a Kiwi New Zealand. You're going to do a sheep. That's all it's going to be. It's just some sheep. Alright, I think I do like that shape. I really do want to add like a whole bunch of bevels and so on and so forth. But for now, let's keep it simple dummy. The crew part could be twice the size. Yes, so definitely this would be a two-seater. So if we kind of move him here, grab Shift D X. So I mean, we got plenty of space for a two-seater. So I'm not too concerned about that one. This section here. Yeah. I think that's probably going to be the way to go. The other idea as well is then we're going to have like this guy down here. And that's where he sits and he can control. Just... Oh, nah. GPU all the way. Not CPU. That's how I roll. So I think that works out fine like that. As we can see here, plenty of room, of headroom. I mean, we could even, for now, bring this down even some. And then it's kind of like a step up into there. And then we can plug this ship and it kind of parks in there. I think that's a good design. The engines now, let's have a look. So I did like how we had the engines before, just up here. How it's kind of like half rotated. So if we scale this out, scale on the Y. And let's go rotate 30. So remember the number 30. From here, I'm going to pull this out because they've got big, thick, fat legs. We might even go GG. Have it something like that. And then what we've got, Shift D, scale, scale, something along those lines. And then this here is our kind of like propulsion system. And what I'm thinking is let's just select everything except for that and that. That and that. Even we'll do that for now. No. That. And we'll get rid of that one in there. And if I do a Control B now, it gets stuffed. Not you. Not you. Not you. And not you. And so I am a fan of this kind of bevel. And then what we can, this will allow me to do here is then we can create some sort of kind of like atmospheric pin, grills so the air can come through. Patrick, shout! Welcome! I don't know. Yeah, I think that works really nice. Let's go E to extrude, E to extrude, GZ, and we'll bring that down. And then this here will be our kind of like engine output. Shift S cursor selected, square, we're just kind of like still in the blocking out phase. So don't you worry, sunshines. Lay. And then we're going to do something like that. Control B to do a bevel. Delete, 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 delete. Delete faces. Let's grab them. E to extrude. And then we're going to come up into individual origins. Let's go scale in. Control L, G, Y. And then we're going to have something looking like this. This down here can be probably power source of... Mr. Emerges here, welcome. Down here can be kind of like a power source, as well as it's going to house the landing gear, which will make open, and then that's going to come down and land like that. So this will give us... Yeah, I reckon up here, Shift S... actually no. Control Shift E, Control E, right click, set origin to 3D cursor. And then if we really, no, it'll still take off like that. So this is how it's going to land. Oh, but then the engine's inverted. I almost want, when it's leaving the atmosphere, that it kind of like turns its legs this way, and then it's kind of as if it kind of goes out that way. Yeah, but this was gonna house the landing gear. Was the only thing. So that when it goes like that, and then that's how it lands. And then when it starts taking off, yeah, maybe when it starts taking off, then it converts. I mean, there's no reason why we can't have a thrusty McThrust this way. And that's where it kind of just like opens up down the bottom, and then the thrust comes out and off it goes. Why are the designs... Why are the engine and the landing gear connected? I don't know. That's how I'm doing it. These are the tough questions that need to be asked. Just trying to add, yeah. I hate you. Why would you say that, Pyramid? It might be better to have them separate. Dang it. And then, yeah, maybe they can just come out of here or something. Fine. Control L, delete vertices. Let's grab all this. Control L, rotate 30, rotate 90. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go GZ, GY. It's going to move that to there. I. Something like that. Oops. Let's go E to extrude. Bring that in. Control L, GY, scale. Something like that. And then let's go into the medium point. And then that'll allow that whole rotations. Who's an Aaron? Yes, I've got one of those friends as well. Don't you worry. Rotate 60. Rotate 90. And then this will now allow me to have bigger side chunks. I think it's probably a bit too big. and then we can connect that. Yeah, I'm just going to move that over. Just that's a little bit annoying me. And then we can go ahead and maybe connect like a pin mechanism in here. So Shift S cursor selected. Let's go tab into edit mode. Shift A, we'll throw in a cylinder, even though we're probably not really going to see this. Maybe we can rig up some bones or something. And that's what that is sitting on. And then the landing gear we will make within this section in here. Kind of like open up. And then that's where that... So we're using a kangaroo as inspiration. And that's something we were talking about earlier, is that Firefly looks kind of like a kangaroo. So it's semi along that aspect. So the question is, though, is yes, it's big enough for a ship in here. Is this the main exit hole, or are we going to make the pouch the main exit hole? Entry hole. Yep, I know that sounds very weird to those who have just joined the stream, but these are the discussions that we've had. I do feel we could even bring that out like so. It's definitely going to be open up both sides, but what side's going to be the bigger side? Because if we have a look at the C2 and Star Citizen, they kind of like both open up and a ramp deploys. So maybe that doesn't really matter. Maybe it's just going to be like a giant... Yeah. Beautiful. The pouch. All right. So the way it's going to open is it's going to swing from here. Oh yeah, we'll work it out. How many times a better? Yep, I completely agree. I would share more photos of kangaroos, but I would probably get blacklisted on YouTube. Because normally they're lying on the road. Okay, so I like that. Are these engines, though, a little bit too small? I mean, especially if it is a transport. Oh, yeah, let's go with them. I think that's fine. Look, at the end of the day, we're still in the blocking phase. Blah, 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 blah. We don't have any front legs. Well, the front legs are going to be coming out of probably this section in here. And so we might do kind of like a bolt thing that sits on the front, and then that's how it opens up. So they're going to have to be some pretty big engine-y stuff. Engine-y stuff? Pistons. This is a class of ship. Ah, yeah. The Idris engine. Let's have a look. What's Idris Star Citizen? Images. Let's have a look. Oof, I haven't seen one of these flying around yet. But that doesn't look too bad. Come on, give me a better photo. Yeah. I do like that kind of idea. And that's probably something we will, maybe build up on. All right, so for now, I'm just going to go Control S and save. Okay, original model can disappear now. Let's go. What's this? Yeah. From here, I'm going to go Shift D to duplicate. I'm going to move new collection back up. 1. Done. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that one. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay, so let's do some funky stuff. I just kind of want to start curving all the pieces a little bit. because I do want to keep that aesthetic that I've been going through the other ships in the Kitbashing set. Nice, 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 nice. There. There it is. And we'll do a Control B. Something like that. I'm going to put a few edge loops through here, an edge loop through there, edge loop through there. Whoops, missed the line. Control B, and we'll do it there. All right. Right click, shade smooth auto. Beautiful. Now something that I've been really working on is texturing as I go. So let's go a dark gray scratched. Jump down into DreamUV. Where are you? Here we go. Hotspot, lovely. Go into material mode. Now, funnily enough, in the description, copy. There's that. All right, so that's worked out fine. Let's just kind of put in some panel lines. I will do this a little bit better later. Control E, mark seam, and do hotspot again. Nice. I don't like that line. I don't like that. Oop, I don't like that line. And that's fine. Control E, clear seams, hotspot, and then that'll change it like that. Okay, beautiful. Up into here, let's do the same. This curvature here is just going to add a bit of love to it. That edge down there. Nice, 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 nice. Here, and here. Let's do a Control B to do a bevel. Excellent. Right click, shade smooth. Let's put a few edge loops, do an edge loop down the center there. And then I'm just gonna start splitting this up into sections. Control E, mark seam. Actually, nope, don't do that. You and you and you. And I want that one there as well. Okay. Just chopping it up a little bit. Control E, mark seam. And then when we go into hotspot, this one here, let's just go into a dark red. Cool. Excellent. And then what I can do is select various faces. Control L, assign, dark, assign, noise, and then we'll do it the other way as well. You, and you. Control L. You can be dark red. Dark red, assign. And you there can be yellow. Noise. Then this engine. Scale on the Y, 0, GG. Nope. GY. Control E, mark seam. Just quickly do this. Hurry up, Marco. Control E, mark seam. And we'll do one down here. Control E, mark seam. Control E, mark seam. DreamUV. Control S to save, because we don't trust. Nice, that's not too bad. That one's a little bit haggly, so we'll probably come back and fix that one. I think if I were to do that, let's go into edit mode, clear that, Control E, mark seam. That'll fix up a whole bunch of problems. Hotspot, right click, auto smooth. We will go into scratched, dark. You, and you. Control L. Okie dokie. that one, and we'll add in the dark red as well. So yeah, this is the process I'm doing through all my kitbashing now as well. Just to kind of like smash that stuff out. Nice. And you can see we've kind of like quickly done it. DreamUV add-on is free. Yes. These textures are on my Patreon. So thank you, Alto. There is a video sometime this week that maybe the week before, that I released about it. All right, good. I am happy with that. Okay, we got to work out how we're going to be opening up the cockpit. So that's something we're going to come back to. The doors will be my next problem. Oop. Okay. So, I kind of want the door to be this big. This to be my whole door. Do we dare go bigger? This to be our door? And then what's going to happen is it's going to pop out. Let's try it. P, separate by selection. Okay, so now I want here V to rip, Control LP, separate by selection. So this is what I'm thinking is, make sure we turn on, clipping is off, sweet. So what I'm thinking, save, will be the door opens like this, and then the door will, whoops. And then the door will open around with this, and then this door opens around as well. Actually, let's throw on that solidify modifier just so I can actually see it. Let's maybe make it 100 mil thick. There we go. Copy to, whoops. Copy to selected. Alt G, Alt R. Yeah, I reckon that'll look awesome. So this door pops out first, and then it kind of moves around, and then this one here will pop, and then that one kind of like follows it through, and then that kind of like just opens up the whole ship. The main question: how big can they be before they can't hold shape, deform, hemorrhage out in space? That is a very good question. And being in the sci-fi world, I mean, technically we could look at it like a submarine, for instance, and on the inside we could put ribs, and that's because you're not really, but I mean, you might open it while it's flying. I'm not too concerned about that now. Maybe that's when this door opens. Is obviously if it's traveling forward, because normally you're not going to be traveling reverse, but if you're going forward, you're not going to be opening up these doors, but you might open up the back doors. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, gee. Do we rig it now? Oops. Should we do some rigging? Yeah? And then that might allow us to create those parts on the inside. I think, okay, you know what? Let's just continue blocking these doors. I like the idea of the last ship. Yeah, alright, cool. So these are the back doors. These back doors are just going to open up this way. So let's go P, separate by selection. And then this one here, we're going to go V to rip. I am going to actually select that, and then select that, and copy that solidify modifier to selected. Excellent. Let's set here. Actually, Control LP, separate by selection. And then we're going to go here, Shift S cursor to selected. Actually, here, Shift S cursor to selected. Clipping. We're going to go right click, set origin to 3D cursor. And then that'll open up as a ramp. Just save. That's going to open up as a ramp. But I can't have these doors up here. 3D to geometry. I can't open it like so, because then that blocks this guy. So that's going to mean that we have to open up the doors. Shift S cursor selected. Right click, set origin to 3D cursor. Oh, whoops. Set origin to 3D cursor. Ah, yeah. Silly Marco. Mirror goes there, and then the door's going to have to open up like that. And maybe here we can actually do it so it folds. Diamond, welcome. Diamond Dust Nitro. Diamond Dallas. I remember that guy. WWE, baby. So maybe what we do then as well is we put an edge loop through here. Let's go V to rip, Control LP, separate by selection. Here, Shift S cursor to selected, right click, set origin to 3D cursor. Shift left click on the second mesh, Control P, parent to option, keep transformation. So what we have is when the door opens, this door can open as, I mean, it could be like Venetian blinds, where it opens up, and then this one kind of closes. And then that way, excuse me, and then that way technically it's out of the way of the engines. Ish. Or we do a Control Z, it rotates like this, and then it folds up. Oh, sorry, and then this bit here folds up. Nah, I don't like it. I think we might go like the Venetian thing where it kind of opens up that way whilst doing, yeah, actually maybe something like that. And then okay, what I am going to do, just so I don't stuff myself up, let's go Alt R, and I'm going to select this, this, and this. We're going to go I to set a keyframe, and location and rotation. So then that way when I start moving things and everything stuffs up, if it opens up in the Y-axis, could be interesting. So rotate Y like that, you reckon? Don't know. I think that whole blocking off of the engine is going to be a bit of a problem. And then this, oh, donkey. Let's get a frame 20. And we'll do that again. I mean, technically we're still in the blocking phase. But it's good to kind of think ahead on some of the problems that we're going to come across. And then what I was thinking is, then we have, yeah, something like that. I, location rotation. And then that's, whoop. And now we've kind of got that straight through in here. Off to the side where the engines are, we're going to obviously need some access points. We're going to need a staircase that goes up into this main area. But that will mean that the ship can actually come lower, so it can actually kind of like land here-ish. I mean, it's kind of cool. I like this. I like this idea. All right, I'm a fan of that. One thing I'm going to do now is let's go ahead and maybe work on this section up here. We know this dude's got plenty of room. So one thing we need to add is some windows. Yeah, that entry point on how they get up is going to be a bit interesting. But I think we will work that out. Shift S goes to origin. I reckon what I might do is not go into rendered mode. We're going to go like this. GZ. What the heck? Delete. Shift A. Let's add in another cube. Scale on Z. So we're going to go about here. Okay. Scale on Z. Now, do we want triangle windows or square windows? I mean, technically, we could even round everything off. Control B to do a bevel. And then we've got this kind of format of windows. So we're going to have something like that. Control numpad minus. No, I don't want... That is not what I wanted. It's right. We can, once we apply these kinds of windows, then I'll just go in and clean up the mesh. We do have a backup file of this already saved somewhere else. So I'm going to grab that. Let's go grab this. And we're going to have something like that. Through here. And then Shift D, rotate 90. Let's go scale on the X a little bit. Actually, no, let's go delete that one. So that's kind of like the idea that I'm thinking of. Now the windows are too deep into the mesh. No. So it doesn't matter about that, because what the plan is to go dump you up there. Control A. And then all I was going to do is go delete vertices, delete vertices, delete vertices. And then do the same here, delete vertices. And there we go. So now we've kind of got that in there. Just going to quickly grab that, then, oops, then this. Copy, duplicate. There we go. And so now we've kind of got those windows all through there. I do like that window, how that is looking. do we just extend it? I almost feel like Shift DP, separate by selection. I almost feel that it should be something like this. It does look a little bit like a turtle. You are very right. It does. Okay, oops. So if I go something like that. About here. Oh, actually, maybe what we'll do is do that. Shift A, let's add in another cube. That's hilarious, it does look like a turtle. Bye-bye kangaroo. And so what I'm thinking is something like this. Let's get rid of that and that. Delete vertices. And then from here we go FF, FF. And we go to about there. Scale, probably about here, and then we'll bring it down. And then this will kind of just give us more visibility through here. So we're about in here. Delete faces. Oops. Delete vertices for now. And then we're going to go E to extrude. And then another E to extrude through here. And then the plan would be... is, yeah, this kind of like whole section is open. So they can see where they're landing. Mind you, they might have screen. Oh, I'll say they would have screens, so we don't need to do that bit. Oh. Come on, Marco, you can do this. F. That'll give us that. Let's grab all these edges now. Control B to do a bevel. How do we feel about that? It can't be defined. Superb engineering. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, these guys are probably going to be a little bit more closer. Let's go that one. Minus. I reckon that's how they're going to be sitting. So they are going to have plenty to view. And then underneath here, we'll probably have some camera system or something so they can actually see what's going on. What do you reckon? Are we happy with that? I don't know. I think once we kind of like really start doing more, I reckon that'll look sick, sick. I do like that. I feel that this area here needs to open as well. Like this whole section. Strictly environmental. Designs of a madman. Tag. Shut up. Yes. I feel that, yeah, like this bit here needs to open like. Oh, Pyramid, I am going to annoy the heck out of you now. Watch this. Let's go. Let's grab all this. Yeah, I'm just going to now annoy you. This is my goal now. Let's go P, separate by selection. And then Shift S, cursor to selected. Right click, set origin to geometry. Mirror modifier can go up on this thing. Oops, one more. I, location rotation. Let's go to frame 20. Right click, set origin to 3D cursor. And then maybe what we do is we just have it open like that. There we go. There's your structural sound. You like that? Do any of the ships have any sort of interiors? For this one, because it's going to be so exposed, I'm going to have to do something. Too large. That's a good idea. I just need to run these jokes. Are we going to see the door mechanism? Yes, we will see the door mechanism. So Spooky's channel, where are you? Hang on, let's hang on. If I jump onto Spooky, so we've been mucking around on Discord. Go check his channel out around specific designs and such. Is this... Maybe it should be opening here-ish. Not here. Because that's the edge of the door at the moment. Maybe that's what we do. I think maybe I've gone too far. So, Alt-R. Let's go Control-J. Let's select all, merge by distance. Nice. And then here we'll V to rip. Control-L, P, separate by selection. Shift-S, cursor to selected. Right-click, set origin to 3D cursor. Let's go I, location rotation. I reckon here. V to rip. Control-LP, separate by selection. Shift-S, cursor to selected. Right-click, set origin to 3D cursor. And you are my mirror. Turtle head. Get rid of that now. You are my mirror. Turtle head as well. Shift-S, cursor selected. Right-click, set origin 3D cursor. So this and this have been set up. So let's go to frame 20. And about here is the ground. Oh. Error. Ploppers. Undo, 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 undo. Oh. Oh. Mirror. So let me just delete that keyframe. There we go. Nice. I, rotation, location, scale. Yeah, cool. And now let's go to frame 20. And I reckon that we go down and back. And wide. I, location, rotation. And then this one here will be just down like that. And then we'll kind of like have this way it opens up. And then we'll kind of like create all the mechanisms. And I have to make more YouTube videos. Yeah. And so I reckon that might be the best way to go. Yes. So the back way opens as well. And the reason why I set these keyframes is because now I can, work all that out. And rather than losing kind of like the origin points and so on and so forth, you're going to do pistons too? I sure am. I sure will. I'm just trying to think. Because it'll be maybe this section here opens first. I mean, I could make that all those lines there are a hinge. How much? Even that micropins. Gosh. Oh gosh. Just thought it could be interesting that the thrusters move like a VTOL. What makes a VTOL? Google. VTOL. Ow. So the reason... Oh, yeah. So these will be rotating. Whoops. Go into object mode. Let me just select this piece here. Shift S, cursor selected. Right click, set origin to 3D cursor. But yeah, so these will be rotating. Yep. Already got that covered. Already covered. That is the plan, yeah. Alright. Oh my goodness, I feel like I haven't... Okay. I'm going to focus on making this door mechanism now. This is slightly annoying me though. How is this going to work? Because I need to clear that lump. And I can't necessarily... move it down. Oh, I mean... Hang on, does that bit open? Yes, sweet. Alright, that's what we're going to do. V to rip, Control LP, separate by selection. That can join that. And now we go merge by distance. And so now that's going to be a giant opening door like so. So that means now this needs to pop out first. Let's grab that. Let's just do Control S save, hide. And this is what we're going to focus on. We're going to create an armature. So let's go Shift S, cursor word origin, Shift A, armature, single bone. We've got this. First things first, we're going to go into Z, Alt H. I actually am going to grab everything and I want it to be... Oh, actually no, let's leave it there. That's fine. You can hide. You can hide. Let's make sure we name our armature. So the actual armature is going to be Kanga Transport Ship. Oops. Arm underscore Kanga Transport Ship. this here bone is going to be main. Let's now go Shift A, and this bone here is going to sit here. So now I'm just trying to think now. So this is going to be front, obviously, let's go front door, FD underscore F. And so when we go shift left click, control P, parent object with empty groups. Now when we select this, we come into here, select all, and we're going to go assign. So now this front door is attached to this bone. Yep, perfect. One thing that's not done is this bone isn't connected to the main bone. So from here we go parent will be main. It is not connected, but we can see that it is. What is the add-on manager you use? Which add-on manager? Oh! I haven't used it for a while. I know what you're talking about. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm trying to make a bunch of fully procedural materials to sell, and they're causing me pain because of maths. My Spotify playlist. No worries. Have fun. Can't you make another piece which it'll slide from the top platform? Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look how this goes first. But now that I've got this, so this is going to go. This is going to be the rotation point. But then it needs to kind of like slide around. So I know that that is not the ideal place. Oh boy, this is going to be tricky. There we go. So what I'm thinking with that then all right, this is going to get crazy. Okay, so from here what we're going to have is a cylinder. Something like that. Shift D, scale. And we'll worry about this later. I'm just going to kind of like dummy this up for now. I delete faces, Control L, G, Z. Let's put designer mode on. Alright. And then from here we're gonna grab all that. Someone just joined, hey? Who just joined? Whoops, that's a Blender script. Ah! Yes, do that. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would be much appreciated. So we've got this object. Control P, parents with empty groups. Cool. And now we select this, select all that. That goes to main, assign. So that means now when we select our bone, pose mode, this will spin around. This will spin around like so. And then it needs to move. Oh, you suck. Because that's not going to work. because that opens too big. That does not work. Armature goes to the top, please. Oh gosh. So yeah, this is the fun when we're trying to rig something crazy. Because it'll go like that. But I really want it to do the slide. So the only way we can get it to slide if it's on the outside. Which means obviously if there is hull damage, we've got problems. Oh well. Let's go into edit mode. Because if we have it like here. And then it has the ability to follow that. If it's on like a bit of a track or something. That would make sense. I reckon. So maybe we build something like that. I think it's a great design that are a pain in Blender. There's a lot of cleanup when exporting low poly to Blender to work in the pipeline. $9 for only one version updates. Hey, what are you talking about? Yeah, okay, so this needs to go on the outside. So it needs to rotate, and then it needs to kind of like almost have a track that it needs to follow. So I'm going to grab this, Shift D, P, separate by selection. There we go. And we're going to go E to extrude along the Z axis. Then we can see that this looks like rubbish, and that's because the normals are facing the wrong way. Let's go Shift N. Nah, slide too complex. Keep it simple. I don't know. Yes. Let's keep the first one simple. Cursor. Nope. Right click, set origin to... Right click, set origin 3D cursor. Ah! That's easy. And then, oops. Done. Alright. Where's my thing gone? Uh-oh. Ah, whoops. Uh-oh. Let's delete all that. Alt-R, bring that down. I, location rotation. And we will now bring that up like so. I, location rotation. Cool. That'll work. Talking about plasticity. Oh, I did not see that. Yeah, no, I haven't bothered looking at plasticity because I use Blender. Okay, cool. So now we've got that done. So maybe what we might do instead of this here, actually, because that's like that, Shift S, cursor selected, right click, set origin to 3D cursor. Let's go I, location rotation, go to frame 20, and then it's just going to open up like that. This bit here is a little bit annoying. That one. That one I'm not sure about what to do about this here. Maybe the same thing. Let's just go Shift S, cursor to selected, right click, set origin 3D cursor. Oh. Delete. Right click, set origin 3D cursor. Yep, there we go. I, location rotation. Rotates it. I just feel like it should just... No, it can't come down. Can't even rotate down. Attached to the side doors, you reckon? Might be easier. Control J to join. Yeah, I just wasn't sure about like this lip here, but you know what? Go suck a lemon. I think it's fine. And then what we might do as well is once we create the pistons and such, I reckon when the doors open, first there's a latch that kind of like opens in first, and then I'll show you what I mean. Maybe something like this. P, separate by selection. G, Y. We got I, location rotation. Control P, parent to object. Delete that keyframe. Oh! Delete that keyframe. And what we have first, actually, if we just select everything, G20. Select everything, G20. G20. Oh yeah, idiot. What we'll have is this one here at 0, and then it moves up first. I location rotation, so it kind of goes opens and then like that, and then we could even G -5 so that we have that door open first, and then I reckon this one here. Let's go G5. G5. And so, yeah. Obviously, it's a little bit fast, but not complaining at the moment. If we just put this here on here, 0, scale by 5, for instance, it would look like this. That latch opens. That's way too fast, but you kind of get the gist. Uh, 200. And then this back one here, it would just fold out first. So these doors here will go first. And then this one here can go G -10. So it'd be something like that. Nice. What the heck are you guys talking about? 2 or 3 cycles. Was it an aftermarket problem? But that's kind of, yeah. That's the idea that I'm semi-thinking about. Let's... Oh, gosh, let's just have a look. What does it look like at the moment? Cool. There's too much red on this ship. So I'm going to change this to maybe painted dark grey. That's a bit better. You can go painted dark grey as well. You can go painted dark grey's already on there. Nice. Painted dark chipped painted dark grey. Nice. Let me just quickly, we'll DreamUV unwrap that one as well. Okay. What the heck's your problem? Let's just do a Control S save on that one. Hotspot. Nice. And then, yeah, this is our animation. Just quickly, while we're here, what I'm going to do is let's just quickly open up the Kitbashing set. Oh, geez. Right click, copy selected objects. I'm just going to move them back a smidgen. And then let's kind of just quickly, I just want to add a little bit of detail on here just to put my mind to ease. So Shift G. Okay. So something like that. Bring you down, buddy. There we go. Let's grab this piece here. I'm a fan of this piece. On there. And then we might even throw that one on there. Something like that. Did I duplicate this one or did I just take it? I did. Let me just bring that back. Duplicated that one, and then we'll do this one as well. Shift D, and then I'm just going to scale that down. Rotate X 180. Something like that. Lovely. Shift D, hold Ctrl. Just want to give a little bit of detail to the ship for now. So from here, let's throw on a mirror modifier onto the turtle head. Lovely. Grab all this, that. Copy to selected. Nice. Let's go ahead and throw this piece. Not happy, Jan. It's not the one that I want. Let's go Alt. Oops. Oops. Oh, get stuffed. Alt G. Rotate Y 90. GZ. Scale that puppy up. And then that's just going to sit on the bottom. Let's quickly grab vents, because vents are always handy. Let's go like this. Scale, Shift D, something like that, and then like that. Copy to selected. Nice. Plasticity is 99 for any one version. Yeah, the plan is with this set, I will try and get into hard ops and kit ops and all that kind of jazz. Like I said on last week's stream, I'm focusing more on texturing as I go. Just, it seems to make life a lot easier. Just saying. And then. Nice. Nice. Yeah, cool. And yeah, definitely, obviously we'll be adding in more planing and more mechanisms that kind of spin and move. The problem will be obviously doing all the bones and all that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and grab my chair. Hey, where are my guys gone? Oh, I must have hidden them. Oops. Something around here. And all I'm going to do is just throw in a mirror modifier on that one. Onto there. And we'll get the desk as well. This one here might be a little bit smaller than what it's meant to be. Let's go scale on the x-axis. GZ, we'll bring that up. Something like that, and then shift left click, copy to selected, and now we've kind of got those panels there. Now I've got to retexture these panels, but I've got an idea. Oh boy. One thing that I will do though is continue to put, even though I've got the main DreamUV stuff over the top, I am still going to put on other plates as we go as well. But I mean, that doesn't look too bad. Let's see what it looks like opened. Look. Come on. Speed up. There we go. And we'll come back into here now. Let it catch up. Yeah, nice. That's looking kind of cool. Obviously, the interior is going to be completely different, as per here as well. Got to make sure you cut in a hole for the people in here. So this back end, what I was thinking was doing something similar with this. Let's go Alt G. Let's go rotate 180. So it's going to semi look like, you know, like that. Even back a little bit. Yeah, and then that's why the dude's got controls and everything in there. Yeah, nice. I really like that. Creating the mechanisms is going to be a bit interesting. Do we create these mechanisms internally or externally? Just having to think now. Because I mean, technically, you would always have mechanisms internally. Let's what I am going to do. Select that face, and we'll add in engine, assign, and then we're going to have something like that. One thing I don't have is windows, because I'm an idiot. So I'm just going to select all this, all that, all that, all that. Shift, actually no, let's go face, P, separate by selection. Into the modifiers, I don't need the solidifier to be so thick, so we're going to go into 0.05 GZZ. Nope. So we just kind of manually do that about there. Into individual origins, scale. Then we'll come into here, remove, add in a material. This would be our glass material. They can survive the vacuum of space. Come on, computer, what are you doing? There we go. Whatevs. There is glass there. That's kind of cool. Let's go to perspective mode just to keep Spooky happy. I think it's kind of cool. I do like the fact that it's big enough to have this ship. Oh. That looks epic just from here. But obviously, once we start adding in mechanisms, what is the time? 11:30. Let's give it another half an hour. What textures do you use for your ship? So this is all my DreamUV stuff. Let me show you the video. Let me just go find it for you. Dream. Do 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 do. Wow 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 wow. Oh. Let me just quickly update that. This one. Copy. Let me just save that because that needs to be updated. Copy. It is this one. All right, let's now, okay, I'm going to grab all this stuff now, and we will move that to the collection, and then we can hide all that. Cool beans. That box can be gone. Whoa, I didn't realize that hadn't been applied. I hate you. Huh. Okay. Let's Control A on that one. Oh, I see. Delete vertices. Huh. How's this going to work? I guess got to do it like this. Sorry, just want to clean this up real quick. Delete vertices. Vertices. Delete vertices. And that should have that open. Beautiful. Right click. Auto smooth. Definitely got to... Oh gosh, look at that. Let's clean that up. Merge at last. Merge at last. Merge at last. Oh. Something about there. Merge at last. Merge at last. Merge at last. There we go. Just clean that up a smidgen. Any website you recommend to find textures? My go-to texture is Extreme PBR Combo. PBR is this one. If not, you've got the option of using like ambient CG is another one. Okay, so how are we going to rig this? Let's go H. I'm going to grab all this. We're going to go convert to mesh. Convert to mesh. Control, select that one. Control J, Control A, apply rotation and all transformation. And then I'm just going to hide that for now. Just get rid of that. You, go away. You, go away. You are that. That's fine. You are the ship. Now, do I do this now? I do not do this now. Let's call it a night. Now, I am going to CAD. I'm coming. if I go right click, invite people. Now, I have been streaming quite a bit on the Discord. No. To, right click, invite people to channel, whatever's copy. Come join me on Discord. I am streaming on there quite a bit. I'm going to continue on this throughout the week. This will come up on Patreon eventually. The small ship, this one here, will come on Patreon maybe tomorrow. So go check that. And this whole thing will be, the whole Kitbashing set will eventually come onto Patreon as well in pieces. So yeah, if you're here, thank you. Cad, thank you. Much appreciated. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Great tutorials coming out. NVIDIA Omniverse. Re-illusion stuff. Blender stuff. I am going to make a trailer for my channel as well. So stick around. Alright, let's call it a night. Thank you very much.